Superior. All right, live from the bus. What's up, DG? Doug Gottlieb on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network guest hotline, powered by Gruber Law. One call, that's all. What's going on, man?
Well, so we're playing the U.S. Virgin Islands on today is Wednesday, right?
Today's Wednesday, yep.
Yeah.
It really is. Happy Wednesday, Trev.
Happy Wednesday.
Listen, I'm going to take the full blame for this one. I'm the one who picked this tournament. What's up?
Can you tell people 15?
He knows which 15. All right, so
Get the 15 here.
here's the deal. Oh, no. So to get to the Virgin Islands, apparently is the most difficult thing ever from Green Bay, Wisconsin, right? Because you can't drive to Chicago, go nonstop. And I love Green Bay's airport. I do, because it's so easy. You get there 20 minutes before you fly, you're good to go. It's almost like private, right? But you can fly to Minneapolis, Detroit, Denver, Chicago. So none of those fly to the Virgin Islands, right? You got to do two stoppers. So I'm an anti-two stopper, hardcore. So we're going to Appleton. Again, makes no sense. Everybody in the Fox Valley, you got a great airport. We got a great airport. Why don't we make just one great big airport? Just a thought. Who knew? So in Appleton, you can fly to Dallas, also flies to Virgin Islands, fly to Atlanta, to the Virgin Islands, Charlotte, Virgin Islands, right? So we got to go to Appleton, which is a bit of a schlep. Last night, about 9:30, the bus was supposed to leave at 3 a.m. At 9:30, my director of basketball ops, Preble and Marquette alum, Caden the captain, texted me, I got bad news and bad news. So what's the bad news? Well, our first flight was delayed 4 hours, so we're probably going to miss the second flight. So we're going to be stuck in Atlanta unless Delta holds the plane. And so about 45 minutes ago, we found out Delta's not holding any plane for us. So we're on the bus to Appleton. At some point, we'll take off. At some point, we'll land in Atlanta. After that, Trevor, I got no idea. I do know that, well, like literally we're counting guys right now who's essential. Because right now I have 15 seats on the Delta flight tomorrow, not today, tomorrow to the Virgin Islands. If we wait 2 days, everybody can go, but we'll miss the game against Yale. So 15 people. This is a great radio topic. How many coaches do you bring? How many players do you bring? I have to have a trainer. I have to have Cam, my trainer. I probably have to have do I have to have Dr. Kratz, our team doctor, although she may already be I think she's going to be on the flight earlier today. She's the only smart one. Anyway, Trevor, who do I vote off this island?
Somebody's getting voted off. This is full-fledged Survivor right now. I'm not sure. Okay. You know what? Make them choose each other. What could go wrong?
First thought.
Ooh, I like that. Do we want to go? Do we want to go Roche? Huh?
Who can be replaced by an iPad? Who can you FaceTime?
AI.
Who can you have as on FaceTime and just set up an iPad on their chair at the game and go, you're an iPad, you're an iPad.
I think there's lots of people that think I'm probably the most replaceable of anybody. Right? let's just get
Doug?
the
He voted himself off the island.
Doug's right here. He's an iPad.
I know he's doing. Oh, he's probably doing his podcast instead.
Wow.
Oh, God. Doug Gottlieb joins us on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network guest hotline, powered by Gruber Law. One call, that's all. The things that we go through in the Horizon League, coming from GRB or ATW or wherever you guys are on your way to. That's nuts.
Hey,
all right, well, before we...
Sneaky good airport in Wisconsin is the one in Wausau. That one's nice. Central Wisconsin, sneaky good. Sneaky good.
That's the only airport that I haven't flown out of. GRB, got it. ATW, MKE, Madison, just not Wausau. All right, hey, so since you're on the bus, and we appear to be on speakerphone, this might be good for the guys.
Yes,
on Wednesdays, we play, it's all right, we play Would You Rather. And a question came in, I'm like, this is good for DG. Doug, if you had to get rid of one but keep the other, would you rather get rid of or keep 6'7" or bruh? I know, they're both annoying.
I would say bruh. because there's no actual meaning to 6'7",
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not calling anyone 6'7". You're calling someone bruh.
Well,
Yeah.
I have like 6 guys that are 6'7" too. But
What could go wrong?
and it is a great like break in the middle of a game. Like all of a sudden you get to 6 to 7, and like all the kids go crazy, and then you're up there coaching a game. You're like, what is 6-7? Okay,
Got it. Well, you did just have one of those days where you play the day game and all the kids show up, so that must have been great. But you also had an insane game against Minnesota, man. That was a hey, we belong game. Tell us what that meant for your program.
I mean, obviously, I'm not a moral victory guy. Nobody is, but I just think we didn't play well against St. Thomas 2 nights before, and we had a really, really tough injury early on in the first half, which I think, put our team in a really tough place. But Trevor, as you saw every home game last year. We got beat up by more physical teams and beat up on the boards. And just the other part would be we would have a lead in the first half, early second half. There'd be a run, and we wouldn't shut it down, but there would be a deflating feeling. The difference was we still got beat on the boards, but it was like 11-7 offensive boards. Like, so we were right there. I thought we matched, and maybe even exceeded their level of physicality. And we punched back. We had the lead at half. They went on a run. We retook the lead. They went on a run. We retook the lead. They went on a run. We tied it. They threw in a half-court shot that didn't count it. And then it was, it was like, was that Rocky 2? Or Rocky 3, right? Rocky 2, where they're just so tired at the end of the fight. Maybe Rocky 1. And that was what the overtime was like. And they threw in a couple more than we did. We mixed defenses, but again, you have to be more process oriented. Do we want the results? Yes, but you can see we're getting better defensively. We're figuring out a rotation. We're getting Preston Rudiger to shoot the ball because we need an implied threat. Some of our guys that are new, Justin Allen is the D3 transfer, finally starting to come around. So we're getting there, and I thought that was what was big about it.
Doug, I wanted to ask you a question about something that's just been frustrating me a lot as a Packers fan, living in Green Bay and being aware of what's going on, obviously, with the Green Bay Packers. A lot of hatred towards Matt LaFleur over the last couple of weeks and people wanting his head. Meanwhile, I'm over here wondering how Rich Bisaccia still has a job as the special teams coordinator for the Green Bay Packers. We were reading off stats earlier today. 45 players in the NFL have had at least 3 punt return opportunities. The bottom 3 in yards after catch were all Packers. And that's on top of the kicking fiasco that the Packers are going through. What needs to happen in Green Bay for someone to be fired and replaced? I feel like it's the most secure job
this is
right
what's
now.
interesting. This is what's interesting, right? When you become a coach, there's no memo you get to have hey, you got to take care of all coaches, but you do have an added sensitivity and understanding. Let's start with LaFleur, right? The big uproar of LaFleur is, why didn't you throw the ball against the Eagles, right? Why were you so conservative against the Eagles? Did you guys watch the Lions-Eagles game?
Yeah.
Did you see Jared Goff try and throw the ball?
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Didn't work too well.
Whoop, might have just lost him just for a hot second.
It worked terribly.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
Couldn't block him. And again, my memory may be bad, but didn't the Packers lose their starting left tackle and Tucker Kraft, right, for the Eagles game? And so if you don't have anybody protect the blind side, or you trust the blind side of your quarterback, then you might want to be a little bit more conservative. For Bisaccia, he's like the most beloved special teams coordinator in the league. I get that you feel like somebody has to lose their job over the kicking thing. I don't know how that's the special teams guy, right? Now the problem was, if you're not blocking, which there was some blocking issues, ultimately it falls on that guy. But if it's just kicking, right? And you have a replacement kicker who's a substitute teacher, and then all of a sudden you have McManus, and do we put him back? I mean, the kicking thing, I don't know how you blame the special teams guy unless they didn't get lined up properly. I really, really don't. But I don't know what firing somebody mid-season does. Let's just be honest. It does nothing except throw you in complete chaos. Complete chaos.
It's
Because
also
you're still
waving
gonna
the
do
white
same
flag.
No, I don't think it's waving the white flag. I think it's saying we're really pissed. We want it fixed. But again, you need to think logically. You're not changing anything at this point in time of the year. You're changing nothing other than personnel. You're not going to become somebody different. You're just not. So you can fire a special teams coordinator, but you're not practicing it enough to really change anything. It's all what you do in the preseason and what you do during short periods of time in the regular season. Like we're halfway through, dude. What you got is what you got. So
Not,
I hear you. Like I sat there. I've watched all these games, but reality is changing out midseason just creates chaos, and I don't think that's what the Packers or need.
And live on the Nicolay Law Fan Talking text line, Josh, the last text we got. Exactly. Do you hear that, Josh?
No,
Yeah,
don't give me dumb logic over my emotion. I want a change, and I want something to change. I don't want to go into the season going, well, this is how it's going to be for 17 games. Hope it works. If it sucks and something's not working, I want to change.
You can make subtle changes, but it's like again, I'll only use college basketball because I'm on the bus with my team as the example. Right? Like what you think you have in the preseason, and then all of a sudden you play, you're like, oh, that doesn't work, or that guy's not good. Like we can have one thing at a time, one little at a time. Clean up all the other stuff, tweak a couple things, but you just can't change. And I can tell you that the changing the coaches sounds like a great idea, okay? But it's really, especially now, it's a disaster. Now, my staff changed mid-off season, which even that was hard because you have to recruit to an identity. You have to play to an identity. You have to know your players really, really well to know their strengths and their weaknesses, what they do well. And when that identity changes because the coaches and the coach's approach changes, now all of a sudden you have players that are like, wait, the other guy brought me here. I don't know what I'm doing here. Again, just creates chaos. And the reality is you can't change much of anything. Any of these coaches that are fired and then the interim guys taking over, they're running the same offense and the same plays. They just might have a little bit more urgency and they may take a couple more chances because tomorrow is not promised for them. They don't have a multi-year contract as head coach. So again, I'm not saying that you don't have every right to be disappointed in where the Pack are. But as I said, other places, and it's real, it's like, okay, if you don't like the Pack are, what about the Chiefs? What about the Bills, right? Bills look great one week, look crummy another week. Like that apparently is the NFL. But with individual little things that are bothering you, you're fine. But firing somebody, a coach at this point in time, it actually creates more problems than it fixes.
Doug Gottlieb on Inside Wisconsin Sports on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network, head coach of UWGB men's basketball and also the host of the Doug Gottlieb Show every afternoon from 2 to 4 on Fox Sports Radio. DG is on the way to the airport. We're going to get one more audio to talk about this Paradise Jam thing, and then we'll let you run. You got a flight or 2 or 3 to catch? I don't even know where you're going. Tell us what these, I'll call it a preseason tournament, even though it's not really preseason, but it's almost like a season opener tournament. What do these things do other than be a pain in your ass with all these travels? What does it do for you and your team?
Well, first thing is it's 28 degrees here in Green Bay, America. I told, you'll love this one, Trev. So last night we had dinner. We had a recruit in town, and we had dinner with 2 of the girlfriends of 2 of my players, and they came with us to dinner.
Where'd you go?
And we went to Hagermeister.
Prime court.
And they're both volleyball players. And I was like, hey, good luck in Cincinnati. They're like, yeah, we wish we were going to the Virgin Islands. And I was like, what are you talking about? The temperature's 48, 58, 48, 58. They're like, really? I was like, no, I'm dyslexic. It's 84, 85.
That's karma. That's karma, Doug. You did that. And then Delta said, we ain't holding your plane. We'll have fun in 84, 85, 84. You have fun in Atlanta.
Come on, give a guy My kids accuse me of dad jokes all the time. Give me
was a good one.
give credit for a good joke.
That's
So,
fun.
what's it do? Well, the first thing is an MTE. When they go away after this year, they don't go away, but you get an extra game, right? So normally you can schedule 31 games. You play an MTE, you get an extra game. For us, this is a level of team that they're all above our level. So the only way we would play them is in guarantee games. Like we can't get Yale to come to Green Bay. Yale's top 100 team, picked to win the Ivy League, very, very good. So it gives you a chance at three high-level opponents. 3 games in 4 days means most everybody's going to. To me, this is figure your team out. Figure your team out. Some teams, and I credit the Badgers, right? The Badgers, they know who they are. They recruit to who they are. This is how they're going to play. But Greg's been there for a decade, or he's been there for more than that, but as head coach. For us, it's figure your team out. And then, you get a chance to be around these guys in an island setting. You get a chance to take them places they've never been. We like to take donors on these trips too, Trev. You can raise extra money that way. And then there's some visibility to your program. Hey, we go and do these things. Some teams don't. Some teams play these made-up MTEs just so they can acquire more wins. We want to put our team out there. We're challenging our team with a schedule that's ridiculously hard, with the idea in mind that when we come back to the Horizon League, we'll have a sense of what top-level competition is. So these teams, we think, replicate the top teams in the Horizon League. If we can compete, we can beat anybody in our league.
Man, wouldn't that be something? I would like to see that. Let's beat anybody in our league. Let's go.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Safe travels. Thanks for jumping on, even on the bus. Good luck with all this 6-7 stuff. It's so annoying. I'm so over it. Get there safe. What day are you supposed to get there? I mean, I know you said you're going to have
We're
to
supposed
leave
to get there today. Supposed to get there today. We're likely to get there tomorrow, and then we play on Friday. But we got to figure out who's essential personnel and who's not essential personnel. There's gonna be somebody's gonna get a note today that they're not essential personnel, and their feelings are gonna be hurt.
Why is the roster? Oh well, yeah. Long story. Anyway, all right, buddy. Happy Wednesday. We'll see you soon.
See you guys. Happy Wednesday.